guys, today I want to share another special recipe. It's not a special thing on itself, but it's special because it's like the meatball recipe. I've been planning it a long time and now I'm finally sharing with you. So today is about comfort food again, about something really hearty, about something that's super delicious and that I love eating myself. So today I will be sharing with you my recipe for lasagna. If you've watched my videos, you already know that I like to do the prep before I start with my recipes. So the first thing you want to do is to peel the onion and dice it. Then I also always have a plate ready where I can then add in the cut vegetables. Then you also want to prep the garlic, so also just peel it first. And also finely dice it. Then I also have some celery stalks that I like to add, but this is not a must, so if you don't have any you can leave them out. So just chop off the ends and then just cut them into the small pieces. Then I have 4 small carrots, but you could use just 2 big carrots, and we want to dice the carrots as well. So just remove the ends. Once your pan is warm, you want to drizzle over a good amount of olive oil and then grab your plate with your prepped vegetables and you can add them all into your pan. And you want to start cooking them on medium heat just until they have softened a little. And if you've done the same as I did and chopped your vegetables really into really small cubes, then they will cook really fast. So it's been about 5 minutes now and they've softened already. So I'm gonna start adding the rest of my ingredients for the sauce. So I'm just adding about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And 1 can of plum tomatoes. You will notice that there's a lot left in the can, so you want to wash the can with some cold water, and then you want to add in the water, so about 1 can full of water. Then we want to just smash the tomatoes a little bit at this point already. So then you want to turn the heat up. We are also going to start seasoning. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm also adding 2 teaspoons of dry oregano, 1 teaspoon of dry thyme, and some freshly ground black pepper. Then we want to mix it well. And we want to allow it to simmer for about 10 minutes. So allow it to simmer, whether that's on high heat or on medium heat, just so that it has this kind of a low simmer. Not that it's bubbling all over your kitchen, but so that it has just this low simmer and it has some time to thicken. After 10 minutes, you will notice that your sauce is starting to get thicker. The water or the liquid is reducing. And so now we're going to add in our mince. I'm using 50-50% or 50-50 pork and beef mince. You could use just pork mince or just beef mince or chicken mince, or if you want to make a vegetarian version, then you could, for example, substitute with mushrooms. So just going to fold in my mince, and then I'm gonna allow it to continue bubbling for another 10 to 15 minutes until my mince has also cooked through, and then my red sauce for the lasagna is going to be ready. While our red sauce is bubbling, we are not going to waste any time, and we are going to prep the white sauce as well. So I have my butter melting here, and I'm just gonna allow it to melt first. Once your butter has completely melted, you want to add the flour to it and just mix it in. We want to mix it well so that it's all combined. And then we want to just cook off the flour for a little bit, just for a minute or so. And then once you've cooked off the flour for a minute or so, you want to start adding in the milk. You want to add in the milk and continue mixing while heating the sauce until it starts to thicken. And then once you notice that your sauce is getting thicker, you want to keep a close eye on it so that it doesn't start to burn. So you can actually reduce the heat at that point. You just want to give it a little bit more time to kind of, so that it goes really thick. So mine is thickening up really nicely. And this is the point you want to add in the cheese. So I have grated my cheese already. I'm using cheddar. I'm just leaving a little aside to go on top of the lasagna. And then we just want to allow the cheese to melt in. So if you notice your sauce is getting really thick, just turn off the heat and allow the cheese to melt in. And remember to keep on mixing. And once all of your cheese has melted, you have a really nice and thick white sauce. You can remove it from heat and leave it aside. My red sauce has also been bubbling. You can see it's a little bit thicker. There is quite a lot of liquid still, but that liquid is going to help the lasagna sheets to get really soft in the oven, so you don't have to worry about this liquid. And then when you have all your sauces ready, so the red sauce and the white sauce, you can start layering your lasagna. So first you want to add a little bit of the white sauce on the bottom of your dish. This will just help the bottom layer to also be soft and not that dry. Then we are going to add the first layer of lasagna sheets. I'm using ones that don't need to be pre-cooked. And then if you have empty spots over here, you just want to break some pieces to kind of cover those spots as well. Then we want to add a layer of our red sauce on top. Then you want to add in some more of the white sauce on top. And then I just want to even it just a tiny bit with a spoon. Then we add in another layer of the lasagna sheets. Wrong way. So fixing that. Then we are adding another layer of the red sauce on top. And because my dish is so big, I only add 2 layers. Also, I have just a little bit of the liquids left, so I'm not gonna add in those on top. I'm just gonna leave them. And then again, we are adding in the white sauce. And you want to leave some for the top layer, so we want to also add some on top. So just evening it out. And again, topping with another layer of lasagna sheets. And then we are going to add in the rest of the white sauce over the top layer and just smoothen it over the lasagna sheets. And then last but not least, we are going to sprinkle that cheese that we have left over the top to give this nice crunchy cheese top for our lasagna. And then I'm gonna pop this into the oven, and as always you can find all the instructions down below in the description box, where you can also find a link to the recipe. Once your lasagna is out of the oven, you want to allow it to cool a little bit before serving, just because it's going to be so much easier for you to plate it if you give it a little bit of time. There are quite a lot of vegetables that go into the red sauce, and I know it's a kind of a taste thing. Not everybody likes all of those vegetables, so you can easily leave some out, and you can easily add in some other vegetables if you like. I've made mine several times with some mushrooms, so I've also added some mushrooms to the red sauce and zucchini, so you can really be creative with the red sauce and add different things that you like to. And also, like I mentioned in the video, you can make it like I did with pork and beef mince, or you can use either of those, or you can use chicken mince, or you can also leave the meat out if you want to make a vegetarian version and just substitute with some protein. So you can substitute with mushrooms then, or with beans, just something to make the lasagna a bit heartier. I know mine didn't have many layers because I have a really big baking dish, and I don't really mind. Sometimes I make it a little bit higher using a smaller dish, or I use a bigger dish, and then it's just not, it doesn't have so many layers. So whichever way you prefer, you can use a smaller dish to have more layers, or you can do as I did and just make it into a bigger dish. If the crockery that I used in this video caught your eye, then I have linked all the details down below in the description box for you. This is a partnership video, and I've been making a couple of these like the hummus video and the meatballs video, and there are more coming with my partner 58 Products. I wanted to just tell you a little bit about this partnership. It's a paid partnership now, but it's been a long relationship which started by my initiative, because when I like a product or when I tell you about a product, I really want to be sure that it's something that I also like, so I'm confident in telling you about a product. And with 58 Products, I actually had the product a long time before we started the partnership. I contacted them and we've been working together for a couple of years already, and now the partnership has developed and now I'm making more videos for them. And I just wanted to let you know that I personally really like the products. I was the one who contacted them, so that you kind of know it's not something I'm trying to push your way. You can just enjoy the video and you don't have to buy the products, but if you like some things cute like I do, then I also have all the information for you down below in the description box. I really love lasagna, and I know there are hundreds and hundreds, and probably not even hundreds, but thousands of different versions of lasagnas, and this is just my version, the way I make it. I think it's pretty quick and easy to make, but it's not on the cost of the taste, so it has a lot of flavor and a lot of taste in it. I hope you will like this recipe and will try it out. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Don't forget that thumbs up, so I also know you enjoyed it. And if you're new to my channel, then you can subscribe right now. And if you tap the bell, you won't miss any of the new videos. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye, till next time.